I'm Nick Hughes, and this is Founders Live Conversations.
Founder.
Yep.
Clearly the numbers are there. Low numbers, and also, even as your size and just what you experienced, you have a tremendous confidence to you that I think is great. What changed? How did you flip that? Because I know that there's a lot more people in this world that are struggling with some of the issues that you previously struggled with. And how did you flip it into it actually is working for you?
Yeah, this is a rough question, and I think it's something that a lot of fat people struggle with. I think if being totally honest and totally vulnerable.
Us. It's just
right.
us
It's
here.
just us. There are no cameras. I think I spent a lot of my life living as though I was a before picture. Like waiting for that after picture.
Yeah.
And there was a time when I just decided that that's not real. This isn't the before picture. This is who I am. And as soon as I did that, I could do anything. So and honestly, that was one of the biggest hurdles for me in starting this company. I never talked about my body, even though I think I was no longer, quote, living in the before picture. I still didn't want to acknowledge my size with people that I didn't trust. I mean, even my best friend, I never mentioned to her that the reason I never sat down in her backyard was because her little wooden chairs, I was afraid weren't gonna support my weight.
Yeah.
My best friend,
Yeah.
actually the person that inspired me to start this company, I never mentioned that to her. And then I started talking about it, and wow, it's easier every time I do it.
Yeah.
I'm one person in really what is a movement of body positivity activists and fat acceptance activists who are out there every day saying, health is not a moral imperative. My body is valid. I deserve to have beautiful things made for me. And I'm really grateful that they've been having those conversations for a long time because
And I think if I was going to put words to
Sure.
it, there was acceptance, but also you really took ownership of it, and when you overcame that issue, you felt so much more powerful. And not only that, but I think what you also did was, of course, because you started the company, you realized there's millions of people that have the same issue.
Oh, that was it.
That you can help.
Yeah, I mean, I come from the nonprofit sector, right? I'm a helper. That's who I am. And so when I noticed this behavior in myself, I then, during this kind of period of boredom this summer, I read two wonderful books, Hunger by Roxane Gay, and We're Never Meeting in Real Life by Samantha Irby, which if you haven't read, read that. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I laughed through the whole thing. But both of them described this experience of going online anytime they were invited somewhere new and frantically researching to find out whether or not they were going to fit in a seat. And it's just, once I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm not alone. So how many people experience this? And that's when I started asking others. And it turns out a lot of people experience this. And so when I realized that 61% of fat people that I encountered experience this kind of anxiety often or always when going out, and that it would prevent them from living the life that they wanted to live, I was like, this is a solvable problem.